One.
You can tell us.
And we'll keep it anonymous. It's Queen City Confessions with Miguel and Holly.
It's 96.1.
Oh, if you have it's just, I have a hard time. I have a hard time with this. If you want to, we should have built it in. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you want to submit your own confession, all you have to do is text the word hits with your confession and send it to 96893.
Here's the first Queen City confession. I went to the Avril Lavigne show this past weekend. I was standing in line to get a drink and started talking to this guy. We had a really good conversation. Actually ended up making out.
Oh.
Not my finest moment. Well, we lost each other in the crowd and I wasn't able to find him again that night. But by a few details he gave me, I was able to find him on Instagram. He was there at Avril Lavigne with his wife. I don't know if I should message her and explain what happened or just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. You don't want that drama.
You don't want it. I mean, you could make the case for like the wife deserves to know. But then you are willingly putting yourself, because also what proof do you have?
And that was my point, is if you like took a video of y'all making out or something, then you could be like, hey girl, I didn't know until I found him on Instagram. But you're just some random person floating into this woman's DMs to bust up her life with no proof.
Yeah. And then of course he's going to deny it and be like, I don't even know this person. Like what? Yeah. You have to let it go.
Here's another Queen City confession. My mother-in-law continues to buy things for my child after repeatedly asking her not to because we no longer have room for anything else in our house. I finally had enough and confronted her again, and I did it kindly, but she threw a fit. It was a very productive weekend.
Oh, man. That is so tough because you're like, I'm trying to set up some rules.
Right.
And oftentimes grandparents will just blow right past that. And they're like, I know what's best. I'm the parent. You're just a kid with a kid. Like, I feel sad for you.
Have you ever had to confront your parents-in-law because of how they were treating their grandkids, because they were maybe spoiling them or buying them all these things, and you're like, please stop.
I don't have any room in the house. I don't have room in the house.
Right.
Oof.
How did you handle that confrontation? 1-844-HITS-961.
1-844-448-7961 or text HITS and your message to 96893.
Here's the last Queen City confession. I have been in a friends with benefits situation for the past year.
Ooh, that's a long time.
He told me at the beginning of the summer he was applying for jobs in Chicago. Well, he just got a job offer and is moving to Chicago later this month. Well, the crazy kicked in and I started applying for jobs in Chicago as well. If I do get a job and happen to just show up in his new city, maybe then we can actually date. Holly, please help this person.
You in danger, girl.
Please help.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. If you like this man so much, just pull the plug and confess your feelings. That way you'll know, and you won't have to make a major life change based on some feelings that may or may not go anywhere.
Right.
Just don't. I mean, sometimes people got to, make their own mistakes and do what you got to do. But in this economy, you want to try to do this move.
Or let me be the opposite side. Let's go down the crazy route. And what happens is this is how your love story begins. So I'm curious, what crazy thing did you do for love? Did it pay off or did it crash and burn?
I really want to hear the crash and burn stories.
Because I do want to, I mean, yes, I would love to hear the crash and burn stories, but I also want to give you hope that maybe someone did some crazy overture of love and it actually worked out. Or maybe you got thrown into jail because you were being crazy.
Listen, this is how movies start that end with detectives at the scene. This is not good. This is bad.
So what did you do for love and did it work out or did it crash and burn? Call us up 1-844-HITS-961.
1-844-448-7961. Or you can text us, put the word HITS with your message and send it to 96893.
Here's Eminem with Houdini.